Hey everyone, and welcome to week 41 of the OLED burn-in test. So as always, we'll start with the details of the panel. So as you can see from the top here, model name is OLED 65C9PLA. This is a 65-inch C9 OLED TV. UTT is the hours used, so 1,566. Not many compared to last week's test. TV's not really been in much use. OLED mini pixel refresher count is on 293 and the major pixel refresher is on 1. So with that, I will exit out and restart the test. And the first thing I'll do is just make sure everything's showing correctly on the screen. Probably about there. Okay, so this video is actually being filmed in 24 FPS as opposed to 60, which is my normal frame rate. And what I'm hoping is it might sync up a little better with this actual video, because I'm guessing that this particular video isn't actually uploaded in 60 FPS, so it'll either be 24 or it'll be 30. Usage for the past week hasn't actually been that great, as you can see from the hours difference in comparison to last week's. Been a little bit of gaming and a couple of football matches, and that's probably about it. For those watching this video for the first time, oh sorry, just put the remote down, get rid of the pointer. For those watching these videos for the first time, the reason for this particular series is basically just to give people an idea in terms of how an OLED panel actually reacts, so an OLED TV, with normal usage basically, so used for gaming, used for sports, movies, TV shows, a mixture of everything. I don't baby the TV. I have several videos on my channel with regards to things that you can do to mitigate burn-in, but the idea behind these videos is purely to give people a better idea in terms of what it's like to actually live with an OLED TV. And basically I do a weekly test so everybody can see how the panel is doing. So for those worried about burn-in, which in today's day and age nobody should really be that worried about it, it is still possible, but basically from my usage and my experience of having owned one and used one pretty much on a daily basis, you'd have to do something pretty stupid to actually get burn-in. And by that, what I mean is, as long as you're using it for a mixture of everything, so even if you're gaming, throw in a little bit of sports every now and then. If you're only watching sports, throw in a movie or a TV show, something like that in between, just to get a movement on the pixels that are just constantly static. Then, as you can see, this one, well over 1,500 hours. Majority of that, probably around 1,000 hours of that, is gaming, and most of that is predominantly just one game, Fortnite, which, as most of you know, it does have head-up displays. It has HUDs, so static content that's always there, that can't be switched off. So obviously a lot of people are going to be looking at OLED TVs in particular for next-gen gaming consoles, if you can even get your hand on one, because obviously this video is being filmed well before you're actually seeing it. So today's actually Friday the 27th of November. It's just the way that I schedule the videos, that obviously I release these every Friday, so basically because of that they end up being seen much later. But as of today's date, PS5 sales actually went on public release, if you like, on the 19th, so last week, and basically it's just been a nightmare. I did have a check on Amazon to see if I could get hold of one, and basically within minutes of the official release date, what I found was Amazon had listings for the PS5 for upwards of £1,000 here in the UK. So I didn't bother buying any of those because I wasn't going to waste that kind of money on a PS5, because I'm not really that desperate for it, to be honest. But I know there will be other people out there that obviously probably will have gone and paid the money. As of today's video, no PS5s available anywhere. So obviously that's something that for those watching this in the future, hopefully this might help some of you guys out. If you've got your hands on one of those next-gen consoles, then chances are you're going to be looking at a new TV to try and make the most of it, and obviously look for long term as well. This particular TV, the C9, obviously has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, which are full throughput 48 gigabit ports, gigabits per second. The TV itself, I need to actually do a long-term review on it, because I realized the other day that although I did initial impressions and everything, I've not actually done a long-term review on this particular TV. So I will be putting my thoughts into a video for that. So obviously, if you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on that. But essentially, for those looking at next-gen consoles, you need something that's capable of actually making the most of those consoles, and that's where OLED naturally just comes in because of its natural properties like fast response time, perfect blacks, game modes can be enabled whilst not compromising your picture quality and things like that. So that's basically what I try and do, try and show people that real usage of these TVs doesn't necessarily need to be constantly worrying about burning. So the test that I've been running, I've run this same test right from the very start. I think it was around week 7 that I actually started. I do have my own burning test video on my channel, so for those interested, you can run that as well. But this one's usually around 6 minutes, so it'll probably be coming to an end soon. But as you can see, 1500 hours, and it's still pretty much perfect in terms of the picture.